I'd like to thank Archbishop Blair and the people of the Archdiocese for supporting me on this trip. I am especially thankful for all your prayers. During my trip to Ethiopia, I traveled some very bumpy roads and ate some interesting food, and remained safe and healthy throughout the trip. We visited many rural communities where CRS works with the poorest of the poor. We listened to the people and heard the challenges they face. I also heard the gratitude they have for the assistance they receive from the United States and from Catholic Relief Services. I gained a greater understanding of how CRS works with its local partners, the largest partner being the area Catholic Diocese. I was most impressed with how CRS handles large-scale water projects, which have an impact on hundreds of thousands of people. These projects were often water-related. Ethiopia is a country where 78% of the people collect water from unclean water sources. And I'd like to share one story of how a large-scale water supply project impacted the life of a woman I met named Fatia. Fatia lives in Diridawa, which is located in the eastern section of the country, close to the Somalian border. For most of her life, Fatia had to travel by foot 5 miles to collect water for her family, even though the water is considered unsafe. This water was used for cooking for her family. Her children were often getting sick with waterborne illnesses and unhealthy hygiene practices. When this happened, she would have to travel 2 hours to a medical clinic, and this would cost her time and money. In response to this need, the area diocese received support and funding from Catholic Relief Services for a water supply project. This included digging a borehole, installing pumps and generators, and putting in pipelines and water points. One of the water points was in Fatia's village. So now Fatia no longer has to walk far for water, and the water she does get is clean and safe. Her children are healthier, and she has more time, and is using that time to sell vegetables in the market, a place she wouldn't go before because she felt very self-conscious of not being clean. With the extra income, she is now able to purchase school supplies for her children. Fatia told me, "It is difficult to express how life was without water. We couldn't clean ourselves. Now we have water close to our house. Water has changed our lives." This water supply project will reach over 3,000 people in Fatia's village, and it's just one of the many projects CRS does on behalf of the Catholic Church throughout the world. I welcome the opportunity to speak more to people about the different projects I saw and how CRS lives out the gospel message to lift up the poor. We all can be very proud of the work that CRS does on behalf of the Catholic Church. Thank you.